Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman out here with a truly high-powered rifle. What I have here in my hand is a Weatherby Vanguard chambered in 300 Weatherby Magnum. I'll show you the shell here, and I'll compare it with a couple of other conventional loadings. Here's your standard 30-06 cartridge, and then here we have the 300 Winchester Magnum. It's a belted Magnum, as you can see. Same length as the 30-06 with just more case capacity because of the neck right here is a little bit higher, and it's also a fatter case, so it carries more powder. And then the next step up from the 300 Winchester Magnum would be the 300 Weatherby Magnum, which is right here in my right hand. It's also a belted Magnum and carries more powder, therefore producing higher velocities and flatter trajectories. So this would be ideally suited for truly big game like elk and moose, caribou, even the big bears. You know, from if you go up in the Northwest and hunt Alaskan brown bear or grizzly bear, this would be added insurance to be able to knock one of those big bears down. So anyway, we're going to shoot this rifle, and we're going to set up some water jugs and see what kind of performance that these bullets will do at 100 yards on water jugs, and see if we can recover one of the bullets. Hopefully it doesn't come completely apart, because the muzzle velocity on this is like over 3,300 feet per second, and at 100 yards it's not going to be losing much. So hopefully we can capture the bullet and we'll see the final result. I'm going to crank this up just a little bit. Let's see, we'll go up to 6 power. Okay, we're up at about 1 o'clock. Need to go a little bit more to the right. Take one more shot. You want to try it? I'm not scared of it.
Yeah, you can.
I'll take another shot.
I'll let you take another shot.
The barrel's not hot, so it. Okay, we're going to go. Right there. Huh.
Blowing the leaves away.
That's even further to the right.
Saw the multiply.
6. Okay. That should be about right now.
Well, there's no guarantee that the barrel's completely clean too, though. But you look down it, so
it's a little warm. We'll let it cool off. I like to let them cool off because when you're hunting, your barrel's going to be cold.
It's always ice cold.
Yeah.
The other ones don't count because they weren't mine.
Okay, here we go. Let's see where she's hitting now. I'm that far from the other one, so it's starting to group. All right. Okay. Make sure it's not loaded. We'll go ahead and set up our water jugs. Okay, folks, I think I got that gun pretty well sighted in, zeroed in. I've got, how many jugs we put up? Seven? Seven jugs. 1 gallon water jugs, and we're going to see if we can capture one of these bullets to see what kind of performance the 300 Weatherby Magnum can provide at 100 yards. So I'm going to turn the camera around, but before I do that, what's your guess on how many jugs that bullet will go through? It's a 165 grain, probably made by Weatherby because it looks like a Hornady, but it could be Nosler. I'm not sure who makes the bullets for Weatherby. If anybody knows, please comment below and let us know. I need to do a little more research on these cartridges, but either way, it's a jacketed soft point bullet, lead nose, and it's traveling at over 3,300 feet a second, so it should do quite a number on those jugs. But if you can guess how many jugs it was going to go through, comment before I do it and then see if you're right. I'm going to guess it'll go through 4 and probably end up in the 5th one. So let me get the camera turned around and we'll zoom in on that target down there. Okay, let's get zoomed in on that now. I think I got those jugs pretty well lined up. So here we go. You ain't gonna want to miss this. So check it out. I'm gonna aim a little low because it's shooting higher. All right. Let's go check it out. All right, now we're approaching our targets here. I see one up in a tree and one way over here. Get this one out of the tree here. We pretty much demolished the first 3. And let's see. How many did we put up? 6 or 7?
7.
7. So it ended up in the 5th one, just like I said. And I don't even have to empty that one because I've got the bullet right here in my hand. Look at that, folks. Holy cow. Perfect mushroom. Mushroomed all the way down to the base of that bullet. That's what you want. Still got the lead core with the jacket peeled all the way back. You hit an elk with that, he's had it. Well, folks, that was the Weatherby Vanguard in action, shooting the 165 grain 300 Weatherby Magnum. And I gotta say, I'm quite impressed. Honestly, the recoil is not that bad. You know, if you can shoot a 30-06 or anything in that class, you should be able to handle a well-made rifle like this one here. And right now, we just wanted to get it out here and get it on paper to be able to see if we could hit those water jugs down there, and it hit dead center on those water jugs. And the performance was very, very impressive, I have to say. Now, according to this loading manual that I've got here, the best powder, or some of the best powders to start with if you're shooting a 165 grain bullet out of that particular caliber, is H4350. You can max out at 80.2 grains, which that's a lot of powder, but that's your maximum load at 3,300 feet per second. That's a full 400 feet per second higher than a 30-06 load at maximum. And then your highest load for the 180 grain here is using H450. That's 84 grains to reach 3,200 plus feet per second with a 180 grain bullet, according to this loading manual. And this is a Hornady loading manual. So if you have a elk hunt, for example, planned to go out and spend $2,000, $3,000 on, you know, you made the effort to go out west and put the money towards a guide service and a place to hunt, then having a caliber such as the 300 Weatherby Magnum is just added insurance of success, because you'll gain more yardage. You know, you may hunt all week and not see an elk, okay? And then on the last day, you've got a shot that's out there at 500, 600 yards. And if you've got a heavy Magnum rifle like this Weatherby here, you'll be able to make that shot if you get out and practice. The 30-06 is probably around 400 to 450 yards, and this will add another 200 yards to that pretty comfortably. And, you know, as far as the cost of the rifle, yes, Weatherby rifles do cost a lot, and the ammunition is quite a bit, but in relation to the cost of the hunt, you know, it's not that much of an expense. It's just added insurance that you'll be able to make a good kill shot on a trophy elk if that's what you're after. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to include that in case you decide to go on a big game hunt and spend a lot of money, because there are quite a few things you need to take into consideration, you know, before you go. And having a good, dependable rifle is definitely a real confidence booster. You know, it would be for me anyway. So with that being said, let me thank you for coming along. I appreciate you watching. And remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, no matter what your outdoor pursuit happens to be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. But also remember this, hit that like button, smash the bell icon, and subscribe. That way you'll know when more videos like this one will be coming your way. So until next time, y'all take good care of yourselves and get out there and enjoy the great outdoors. I'll be seeing you.